Beautiful people, we have been on a bit of a hiatus for these couple of months, but we are back. We are excited to be here. New branding. It is the OFC Podcast Radio. We are blessed. We are excited. We are still empowering the people. Stay tuned today as we recap what we've been doing over these last couple of months, what has been going on in the industry, preparing you guys for what is to come. Stay tuned for another exciting episode of OFC Podcast Radio.
I think this is me.
Drum roll, please. OFC Podcast Radio. We are back.
This squad's going to entertain, enlighten, and empower y'all. I'm Queen Kaya, joined by Pharaoh Hammond Freeman and Gina the Great. But before we do anything else, like always, we're going to bless this show and our kings and queens listening.
Blessed melanated rising, my great people. I am so grateful to life. I'm grateful to God, our creator. I am grateful to our ancestors who are present here with us, around us, with you all who are tuning in right now. And I am just excited for today. I'm excited for this opportunity to be on here, to be able to share with you all. And I'm just asking that the spirits of love, that the spirits of light, the spirits of unity, great strength, health, wealth, peace, and serenity be on each and every one of our listeners who are tuned in, and even those who might not have a chance to tune in this morning, but they are vibing us in spirit. I just ask that life just continue to do the daggone thing. Hotep, amen, ashe, aibabo.
Ashe.
Woo! Guys, ça fait quelques semaines qu'on était en pause. On faisait quoi? On faisait, travail de notre bord. We were doing some work on our sides. But we are back in full effect. New branding, OFC Podcast Radio, empowering the people. You guys already know. Guys, how has your couple of weeks of off time been? Please let the people know.
My time was good. It was a productive time. Q1 2024 has been rather enjoyable, is what I will say.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a year of babies. I got some baby announcements that were provided.
Congratulations, Gina. What?
I'm not me.
Oh,
sorry. And you know better. You obviously know.
I was talking with my microphone off, but I know better. You know what? He said that, and I just looked at the screen like,
yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
I looked at Pharaoh in Black Mother. I looked at him in Black Mother just now.
It's been months. We don't know what happened in these streets. It could have been all kind of crazy things happening.
You would have known though, so I don't know what you're talking about, but okay.
All right.
Yeah, so babies and weddings. So I got a wedding coming up, which what rhymes with wedding? Bachelorette. So how about
I was like, wedding spending. That was the closest I got, but bachelorette.
Well, that's too, yeah, definitely wedding spending. But no, I attended a bachelorette that I honestly, it's been the first time in a long time that I've been that I attend the bachelorette. Because people aren't really getting married. Like
I know. C'est dommage un peu.
And also though, like people are doing destination too. So like when you have destination weddings, like the one I went to last year, it was in Italy, and like we're already going to Italy. You know what I mean? The bachelorette is there. Like, you know what I mean? Like, bravo, we're here.
Yeah.
But it was interesting because it was a bachelorette, but this is gonna be my first lesbian wedding, so LGBT wedding, and it was really interesting because we went to this place called Cuisine. So it was a 36-hour drive to Toronto. Like we went in for the bachelorette and came out.
Did you say a 36-hour drive to Toronto?
No, it was a 36-hour trip. So we drove to Toronto and then drove back. Like we drove in the Saturday and drove back on a Sunday. But we went to this place called Cuisine in the gay village in Toronto. Let me tell you something about the gay village in Toronto. They're lively. I went there and I'm just like, gay is the right word because everyone looked happy and pleasant and like just like, woohoo, we're here to have fun. No mean mugging, no muffin. Like, people are just saying hi to you in the streets.
Yo.
What are you guys doing? It's a blush. Like, oh, cool. And then where are you guys going? We'll go there too. And
there should be a split screen because our gay village is so scary-ish sometimes. Like I find some, I don't know. I don't get the same happy-go-lucky vibe when I'm passing through there. But anyways,
honestly, well, because I used to live near it, I used to walk St. Catherine a lot when I would walk to work. So I used to take St. Catherine because the street was closed. But mind you, that was really early in the morning. But then also coming back, like it wasn't as hyped, but I can't compare because I haven't been to the gay village in Toronto during the day. But on a Saturday evening, I haven't been in the gay village in Montreal on a Saturday evening either. So I don't know if it's hype up, you know? The music that they were playing, Tango, first of all, was like brought me back to Rocky McCool's days.
Oh, wow.
Wait, you're not ready for the video yet? I was like, hold on. We're playing tunes? We're playing real tunes in here, though. Upstairs was the club and downstairs was the drag show. So I was just like, y'all know how to party. What I found funny is that, though, everything was cash, though. It was like the bar was like, this is cash too. I was just like, y'all, okay.
Yeah, you know why, right? You know why? Because they are not with the program that is trying to be pushed in. They're like, no, that's going to stop half of the people from being able to patronize us. No, we use cash.
Yeah, well, cash is king in there. That's for sure. But anyway, so like, if you're out there, I really appreciated they were very accommodating too. Like, because we were on a party bus beforehand and we had a bag of liquor because we weren't taking the bus back. And like look, don't everybody go there with a bag of liquor. We were specifically a bachelorette party and they specifically held it for us at the back and for when we need to leave because it was a lot of bottles and they did us a solid on that. So no, shout out to Cuisine Tango on that. Really, really great place there too. I doubled down on my cooking days. I think before we left, I was telling you guys that me and my friend Crystal, we kind of come together and we do these cooking days. And we started with like a West African day. We made all these West African dishes, especially because I wanted to be able to make some vegetarian. And so we had 2 more and we have so now we've been doing it every month, right? And so we did a soul food day, which by the way, soul food is delicious. Don't get me wrong. But the amount of sugar that they put in food, like when we're looking at these, like the candy yams, the baked beans, all these things, I'm like, but this is just all sugar with other ingredients in it.
And sorry for cutting, but when you say soul food, because the first thing that comes to my mind, and maybe Kaya could correct me, but when I think soul food, I'm thinking American, I'm thinking chitlins, I'm thinking like is that also considered soul food?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We made some soul food down south, Louisiana, Southern food. Yeah, we did Southern comfort food.
Okay, but you did the vegetarian stuff.
Obvi. I do vegetarian, Crystal, like because we make it, we cook it, and then we have like friends and or family who come over and eat. So we did the soul food and that was really great. And again, like I was just like, cool. There's a lot of sugar, even like in the marinades and stuff like that. Cause I made a glazed tofu, and I'm just like, well, this is just glazing it with sugar. But, you know, we do it, we did it, we know. And and butter too, a lot of butter. But it was delicious. It's just I know that I can't be going around eating soul food, not even on a weekly basis. It's not that's definitely a now and then,
It just sounds like arteries closing up.
Well, like this is the thing. It depends, right? If you know how to eat your food. But this is how it goes when you eat soul food. You eat your proteins first. Then you eat your you're supposed to eat all your proteins first.
Isn't protein like the meat?
Yeah, you eat all your meats first. Then you eat your I don't know if they said like something they like your vegetables. And you eat that type of stuff. And then at the end, then you eat the carbohydrates and sweets at the end. And your body will literally be good. You're just going to be shaped the fuck up because it's going to go into the right places. But if you eat soul food and eat your protein first, you eat your vegetables in the middle and eat the sweet stuff last, you've eaten it in the right order.
But I thought you had to eat your fiber first.
I would have thought so too. I would have thought the veggies first, then the proteins, and then the desserts.
I heard that's what you're supposed to do with your food, period. You start with fiber so that your body's already starting to work on what it needs to work on. And then it's already in mode to have to burn the rest of the stuff.
Well, I just know how to get it to your butt. I know how to get it to go to your butt. That's the
That's why I
recipe.
clap that up for no reason. I just want to celebrate that because I really feel that's why I appreciate you, Kaya. Because honestly, like people just don't know how to eat so that their buns full out properly. So
right, not for their buns alone. This man said target areas.
I was just backing up what Kaya said.
Yes, but it's the way you back it up. Speaking of back it up, though, back to the Bachelorette. One song that will always get the team going is
don't.
Really?
Don't.
Back there. This is not even
How
good.
did you know that, Kaya?
You a big fine woman, you better know what time it is.
already know.
I don't care where you at.
Wherever.
The whole place is gonna get shut down.
And because we and you can test this out anywhere because we were playing music. People were like, "What else should we play? What else should we play?" And I was just like, I was like, "Play back that ass up."
Ficky.
And so no one else knew because we were kind of just like we were in the Airbnb and things were kind of like calming down. Then you heard coming up in the 99 and 2000s. It was over.
Thank God for Gina. Thank God for DJ Gina. Because they were going to miss the whole point of the night.
Is the whole point. And I was like, so we played in the Airbnb, it played in the party. It was just kept like that's the song that when you don't know, when you feel the crowd getting a little slow, when you feel like things are getting a little low, you just gotta play the black. I don't want to call it the national anthem because we have different anthems.
No, but the Black Rum Shaker anthem.
It is an anthem.
It's the Rum Shaker anthem. It's the Rum Shaker anthem. That's okay.
And you know what? Like Juvie decided he should be in some kind of
Hall of Fame for sure.
Hall of Fame for sure. Just for that song alone. Just for that alone, because what it does to you. It comes get you on the inside. And you have to act out on the outside.
Yes.
So, anyway, so back to my
Cookie, because I was hoping for more tea about this bachelorette party. So there's no stuff that like behind the scenes that technically you shouldn't be talking about, but you're gonna share a little bit for our listeners? No? Like the wildness that goes on?
Oh, you're asking me to dry snitch?
That's why she probably the maid of honor or something. You know, she ain't telling.
I'm not
you
the maid
got the wrong one.
Well, she ain't the maid of honor, so she could be telling. Go ahead.
I said I'm not the maid of honor. I'm not the maid of honor. I'm not in the wedding at all. I just attended the bachelorette. And
shucks.
It's nice to be an attendant though sometimes. Like I also know that and speaking with people like there are a select few who can actually ask me to be in their wedding. Like I will have to respectfully decline certain people, you know what I mean? Because like some people can be, and this is not the case in this wedding at all, but just like it made me think because I got the backstories and like a lot of the drama that's happening in terms of drama. That's rough. The complications of when you have a large wedding party and you try to make certain organizations. It's a little bit of too many cooks in the kitchen type of thing.
Right.
And I was just like, nah, I'm too grown for that type of stuff. Like, I know there's a select few who are just like, hey, Gina, can you be a bridesmaid? I'd say yes. And others were like, I will happily attend your wedding. I should not be part of the wedding though. But neither here nor there. So that was it. And no, I'm never going to dry snitch on anything. What happens at the bachelorette stays at the bachelorette. Thank you very much.
What happens at the bachelorette stays at the bachelorette. Anyways, this is the thing. You don't want to be uninvited to the wedding.
Yeah, I don't want to have to sign NDAs. Okay.
Right.
Facts. All right.
Okay.
It wasn't for me. It was for the listeners. I was trying,
Well, sorry, you had to be there. I'll let you know about something else another time, but not that. And then our latest was Chinese food, and that was banging. And so we're just learning a lot of these different things in our cooking days. So it's also a great time where you get to learn things together, cook together, put love into your food, know what's going in your food, changing what's in there where you're kind of like, because even with the soul food, it's just like 2 cups of sugar. I'm like, I'm gonna do 1 because that's wild. And like, because that's the thing I'm recognizing is that I used to be one who ate out a lot. And I want to say since September of last year, I've been reducing that a lot. And I understand that we're putting a lot of things in our body that we don't know that we're putting in our body. And so if you if you eat out a lot, because I'm a foodie. I like to eat a lot of different foods from different places, different countries. But I was kind of like, you know what, I'm gonna have to start learning how to make that myself, so I know exactly what's going into my body and all these things, right? So
Oh my gosh, I am all for that, truth be told. So I have my niece Corey, right, who it was labeled autistic. And autistic children, they have very particular palates. Well, my girl only eats seafood chow mein Cantonese style from VIP every day. I was like, every day.
that's
Let me say something. Dinner time, she's like, "Oh, can I have my noodles? You gonna order noodles for me?" But why does she know how to hit it up on Uber Eats and get it delivered to her house? So she just be doing stuff. Yeah. So I said to my mom the other day, I said, listen, I'm about to go and get them noodles. I'm going to go and get the sauce for you. I'm going to teach you how to make the sauce. When she come to your house, you about to make them noodles because everybody's not spending $50 a day.
So here's the thing, Kaya. So
for dinner.
I got we did the recipe for the Chinese food from a website called Made with Lao. That my brother told me about it because he's married to a Chinese girl. And she approved it, so it's Chinese approved, and he used to cook in restaurants.
It's Chinese approved.
Chinese approved, because
if they don't eat there, or if they don't approve it, don't eat it, because that's how you know they serving you something wrong.
So he has all those Cantonese noodles and stuff like that. So I'm gonna send you that link. It's Made with Lao. He has it on YouTube, so he has his website where it's written out, but then he also has his YouTube, so he shows you how to make it too. So y'all can make that, your mom can make that. It's easy, and that's the thing. Like most of the time with that is prep, but when it comes down to the cooking, it's actually really fast and delicious to make. I'm gonna end my my update with, I think my sister and I need to come out with an album, because we were chilling real quick during my 36 hours and talking about life and talking about certain people and listeners. We're gonna come out with this song soon. I'll give you a line. Do you have a waste man living in your basement? So coming to a radio near you.
Do you have a waste man living in your basement? Damn.
Yes.
Yo, to the man in the basement right now, who just heard that verse or that line.
This is for you.
It's coming.
And understand, it's not that you're living in the basement, but if you're a waste man and you're living in the basement, that song
that's
it's dedicated for you, and it's brought to you by the makers of all the other stuff that we did when we were kids. What was it? Apple juice and cornflakes taste real nice. Add a little sugar, add a little spice. So we're gonna have classics on that album, like you just heard. And tune in. Tune in.
I love it.
How was your break?
Oh man, I got so much to tell y'all. I've been doing so much, I can't even tell y'all. If I tell y'all, I got to kill you. It's so much. Hey, listen, I've been doing a lot. So in this break, I have to say that I've been using this time to meditate a lot and grow myself. I've been reading a lot more. I realized that prior to my ordeal and going to prison, that I had not really read a book to its entirety in my home. I've taken books on vacation and read them, but I had never finished a book in my home. So I started to read a book, and not no freaky novels. I'm literally reading a self-help book, and I'm enjoying it. And the book is called Never Split the Difference. And I was gifted the book, or lent the book, by somebody who said that I could stand to, as a salesman, I could stand to up my sales pitch. And they told me this is how you can do it, by using this book. So I started reading, and I'm building myself right now. I'm building myself, and I don't know exactly what I'm building myself into, but at the end of this, I intend on being a multi-million-dollar one-man conglomerate if I need to, because I'm building myself in all of the ways that I see that I am lacking. And so I'm also teaching myself consistency. I'm teaching myself, how to show up for myself. This is very important. I'm used to showing up for others, but not for myself. And so this is where I'm at right now. So I took this time to rehabilitate myself and to fight myself in the ways that I needed to, and beat up for those bad habits. And so I really took this time of us rebranding grow myself, to grow into the me that I want to be. So I'm still a work in progress. However, I'm working my ass off right now at being who I want to be. So everything has been great. Yeah, everything has been great. But some funny little things, you know, this is a time of revelations, you know, and they say that things were, everything that was hidden was going to start coming into the light, you know, truths will be told and people will reveal themselves. So I was just talking to you guys a little while ago about my niece, Corey. And I have to say that in these last couple of months, I've had some real revelations about her. And I love this little girl so much. She makes me laugh. But I'm going to tell you something. When they say, oh, the child is autistic, we have to figure out which lines is autistic and which lines is badass kid. Because I'm going to tell you something. Let me tell you something. They said this little girl wasn't going to walk. She walked. They said she wasn't going to talk. She talked. She be saying all kinds of stuff. And she's not full out verbal yet. But if you start asking her stuff, she can answer you. And she tell you what she wanted, what she don't want. So recently, my mom called me and she says, you know, Corey was here today. And anyways, I got to give my mom $50. Long story short, Corey be ordering stuff on people's Amazons. She knows how to do all this stuff. So she ordered herself a $280 bat, a toy that these rich kids be playing with on YouTube. And she went and ordered it on it. And she was saying something about the Amazon, but because she's not completely verbal, they didn't understand that she was saying to them, hey, man, I just want to let you know I'm about to order this shit on Amazon and run up your bill. So it was my mom's card, but it was attached to my sister's tablet. So I don't know how homegirl hooked the card to the Amazon, because that wasn't the card on there, but she hooked it up. Yep. And she spent it and she came back and she said, hey, Nana, my toy come on March.
Wow.
My toy come on March. So then she said, it's coming soon in March. I said, no, Ma. So we all putting little pieces of change together to pay my mom back for it, because obviously she can't buy the $300 back. No, she didn't return it. She didn't return it. No, she didn't cancel it. She didn't cancel it. But you know what the little girl did? She waited. She waited. And then she came and said, look, Nana, it's coming in March. Okay.
Damn.
So I said to my mom, I said, you know, Mom, you guys don't listen to me when it comes to this little girl, but y'all need to get her together, because I'm telling you something. She know what she be doing and y'all better get her.
Mm-hmm.
So Mommy said, oh, just leave her. Corey is autistic and she's working out her stuff, you know, and she's teaching herself a lot of languages, because she's teaching herself Japanese and she's teaching herself Mandarin. So she even uses her fingers to make the letters. And then she goes, oh, walking. But this is really how you walking in Chinese. So she's like, she's like, what's this, Nana? What's this? So my mom was like, boy. She's like, no, walking, Nana, walking, and does the fingers and makes it like the letter. So I'm like, wow, look at this. I said, Mommy, see, she's doing all of that. You better know this little girl know what she's doing. Don't let her get away with stuff no more. While we got into Costco the other day, she said, oh, Corey want ice cream. So Mommy's like, okay, Corey can have ice cream. I said, no, we ain't even eating no food yet. We're going to eat food yet, and then you're going to get ice cream. But she's going to cry. I said, so? Okay, give her ice cream then. They gave her the ice cream. She turned into what looked like a whole crack addict. She started twitching. Her jaw was jumping. She couldn't stop moving. She was all over the place. Mommy was like, hey, little girl. Now this is enough. I said, no, because I'm looking at her like, see what I told you? And then I said, look, eat some food and calm that sugar down. Here, eat some regular food. So she started eating some French fries with it. She looking at me like she hates my guts, right? Because anytime I talk to her, she's like, listen, my nana don't let me do stuff. I'm like, little girl, I'm Auntie Pow Pow. Don't play with me. I'll give you two of these. I don't care what's going on. I'll get you. Why this little girl gets up and gets ready to run? You know, children with autism will run from you. Why did she try and run? And my mom grabbed her and she told my mom, get off of me. Get off of me. I said, you see what I'm talking about? Y'all talking about she nonverbal, but she know how to say all this slick stuff. Y'all better get her. So
and kudos to you, Kyle, for being Auntie Pop Pop, because every family needs that, an auntie or uncle who steps in like. Yeah, you need an Auntie Pow Pow.
How dare you little bad little self, and you telling your grandma, that's my mama. I'll pop you, little girl. Tell my mama, get off of me. I know you ain't crazy. Get off of me. And you should have heard how she said it too. I said, oh, you know what? That ain't autism. That's bad right there. That's two different things. You need to pop her halfway for the bad and half pop her for the autism.
So, sounds to me like your niece has badism.
Yeah, she got badism. That's exactly what she got. And she's on her way over here. So we got her. I got some cake mixes and stuff tonight. She's going to work tonight. She's going to be so busy, she's not going to understand what's happening. She's baking cakes tonight. She's about to bake a cornbread. She don't even know. I'm about to put her to work. She don't even know. Yeah, so that was my little synopsis of the stuff I got going on right now. She truly is the highlight of my week, but just literally watching her play us to the T is very interesting to watch. So how about you, P?
Well, man, you guys already know. Let me see. Looking at the time, should we take a break before I come? No, I guess I'll give you guys. I'll give you guys some of the sauce that I went through these last months, because you guys know my life is like a movie.
Yes, it is.
But I'm always excited about it because I signed up for this, right? I before I got here into the physical realm, I designed what my life would be, so I knew what I was coming into. But boy, I didn't know where to start. So, okay, you guys know I was in Trinidad for a couple of months. I was in Trinidad for like 2 months.
Lucky guy.
But the thing is, like, a lot of people didn't know I was gone for that long, which is dope, because it's not. I didn't miss a beat. Like, I work. It's just that I'm a Trinidadian citizen as well. So I go down there, spend some time with my dad, spend some time with my mom, work the land like a slave, like straight up. I have footage. Like, it's like wild in the streets out there. But anyway.
Well, that's what you're supposed to do when you have parents. You're supposed to be their slaves. So it's okay.
Basically, clearly. And the joke is, I'm like, yo, these are things that I have my children do, but I'm a grown ass man. My parents have me doing it. It's so weird. But so it was good.
But you're still their children. So
I know, but I did on purpose design it so that my children would be in Trinidad too. So I was there for 2. I brought them up for 1. Took them out of school for a month. And it's because I want them to experience Trinidad, right? And the thing is, I like, for all parents, if you can, bring your children back to where, the roots are. If you can't go back to the Caribbean, try to find somewhere to go to in Africa. But the point is, just let them understand a little bit more about the culture outside of, just North America. So that's really what the point of me having them come out there was, and to really just experience Trinidad outside of just Carnival. Because, oh yes, I did happen to go during Carnival season. So I was able to experience Carnival. And I think I could say I experienced it to the fullest. I got out there. The first thing that we participated in is Panorama. And I have to say, guys, like, if you haven't been to Panorama in Trinidad, semifinals in the North Stand, you haven't really done Panorama. You haven't done Panorama. And we should actually stop saying that we do Panorama. Like, I know for the most part in North America, we don't really use the term. I've heard it in some conversations here, people talking about doing Panorama or some kind of pan thing in North America. But I'm going to reserve the term Panorama exclusively for Trinidad, because the experience in that stand.
Yes. It cannot be recreated.
But do you want to reserve it exclusively for the Caribbean? Because I don't know.
No. I didn't miss my words. I said Trinidad.
I said Carnival in other islands.
Yo, there's Carnival, but there isn't Panorama. Do you hear the words that coming out?
That's a steel pan thing, though. That's a steel pan thing. It's Panorama for a reason. It's steel pan, and everybody don't do steel pan, and everybody can't do steel pan like Trinidad. So
thank you. That's my point.
You can't play with them.
All right, I'm trying, guys. Come for Pharaoh in the comments. Don't come for me.
Come from me. It's like honestly,
I'm not even Trinidadian. Fight me.
I'm just saying, if you're gonna come, first of all, lead with receipts. Send me some stuff that's like, well, what about this? Let me evaluate it. But I'm gonna tell you guys.
Show me Renee's game. Show me everybody else's pan game first, because they don't believe it.
And the thing is, and just so you guys understand where I'm coming from, it's not just the pan, right? Because yes, they play the pan like they're born with the pan. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the experience of Panorama. So just to give you guys a little bit of the sauce, like, you get there on North Stand. Now, first of all, of course, because my life is a movie, I get there. I'm meeting Shai's uncle, which is, I guess, my uncle-in-law, because Shai and them weren't even there yet. So it was just me linking up with my uncle, going to go check out the thing. I'm in the wrong stands. and I'm trying to find him. There's different stands. So I'm trying to find him. I'm video calling him, and he showed me where he is, and I'm looking at where I'm at, and I'm like, yo, the vibes in your video, where are you? Like, this is not where I am, because I am where I'm used to going with my children and stuff, which is the stands where people sit down. It's more old people. They're sitting and just kind of watching the thing. The North Stand, though. And people from Trinidad know what I'm talking about. Because when I did find the North Stand, and I had to pay for another set of tickets too. Anyway, just to say, it was kind of wild. Scalp. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. It was well worth the money. I get into the North Stand. Everybody's standing up. In between the pan sessions, the rhythm section is playing. So in between pan is just drum and rhythm and vibes. And everybody's in big groups. And there's food sharing all over the place. And there's liquor pouring everywhere. And that is the vibe. That is the panorama vibe. And then they start to make the announcement. You start to hear the music that the band that is going to play. So you hear what tune is about to come. And then the band comes and rips into it. Woo-wee! I'm gonna share this video on our page. I got some exclusive because I hear Marshall Montana. I hear them announce him, and I'm like, what? Did I just hear what I thought I heard? So I make my way to the front. Yo, the man is there just waving the flag for one of the pan groups. And I'm like, hey, this is Marshall doing the thing. I'm like, I love Trinidad for this.
That's what I'm talking about right there. I've never seen that type of camaraderie, but I never told y'all this before, but I have a friend. Shout out to Millions, yo. Shout out to Max Millions. Yo, he took me to Trinidad Carnival via phone when I first got home because I could not travel with him.
Word.
And we did the 4-day of everything. And when I tell you, that was the most invigorating thing I saw in a long time. And I've been a lot of places. That right there was something that was different. And you could feel the ancestors present.
They were
busy. They were busy.
God, just thinking about it right now, I'm there again. And you said it right. It's because it's the feeling, it's the vibe, it's the energy. Anyway, so I'm gonna digress on that just because you guys get the vibe. Like I don't remember when I left there. I don't remember how I got home even, but all I know is that it was an experience that, like, hands down. I'm gonna touch on also the fact that I did also go to the Pan Finals. And anybody out there who's listening to me, who's paying attention, All-Stars should have won first, second, and third place. Okay, they made All-Star tie for first place, and there was no tie. All-Stars did the thing. But anyways, I'm gonna digress. I get emotional about these things. Anybody who knows, because the All-Stars played so sweet. It was something. It was angelic. The ancestors were there. It was, anyways. I digress on that. So
I believe in that. So I feel you with that.
All right. So that was just the pan. Then we did a bunch of fetes. Then Shy and them flew in. It was awesome. We did the voice show, which was lit. Yo, the show was lit. The getting to the liquor was not lit at all. Okay. Why is it they're treating you like, okay, first of all, the slot to order your drinks is waist level. So everybody has to bend down, like backsides, and speak into the slit, right? And you're like, hi, can I? It's the dumbest thing. I'm like, yo, why are we doing this? This is the wildest thing. Then when you get there, it's to realize that, oh, is this just for tickets? I can't get, so I'm buying tickets here? And then you have to try to do the conversion quick because you're like, give me, I don't even know. I was like, how much is like, and you don't want to do this again. So I'm like, how much is like 15 beers? I don't even know. Like, I don't want to come back here. Like, so I'm just giving them money. I'm sure I lost. I'm sure I gave them too much money, didn't get enough tickets. I'm pretty sure. But I was like, I'm not doing this again.
That's how they dupe you.
Yo, but then you have to do it again because that was just the tickets. So now I need to fight through the crowd to get to the actual bar. I seen this couple. This couple gave me a 1-2, like, because what they were doing, they had the girl sliding in front of people easy, and then her man would bully up and come up behind her, and I was a victim of it. I just let it happen. I was, that's what. Hey, bro, hold that space. That's you.
We love it.
Yo, I seen a man have no regard for a woman. Like the woman gave him a looked him in his eyes, And he looked at her like, yo, B, I'm here just as long as you. I don't give a damn. And he ordered like over her because he was tall. So he kind of just gave her a little elbow and shoulder. And I was like,
oh my gosh, that sounds like so much fun. You loved it there?
Yo, I did I not start by saying that part wasn't fun? That was the unfun. That genuinely was the unfun part. All right. I made sure to buy enough liquor to not have to go back and do it again. I'm gonna segue a little bit because at the beginning my heart did hurt a little bit. That was my first like official show, and I went to, yes, I'm there to support Voice because Voice is all day, but I did go to support my boy Mikel Teja. I was like, I gotta see this man. And why am I hearing Mikel on stage while I'm fighting for my juice? And I was like, do I run to the stage and sacrifice my spot? Because I'm like maybe 2 next. I couldn't sacrifice the spot. So I missed that up to see Mikel perform.
Hold on, you was by yourself?
Well, we didn't know. I wish I brought back up at the time. I was like, yo, I'll go get the drinks. You guys chill. Wrong.
Wow, wrong move.
Yeah. 2 people for sure. You live, you learn. Next time it's a two-man thing. 2 people minimum going to get these drinks. Somebody got to hold the spot. Anyway, now we know. But just to say, so that was a thing. Now, this is just the beginning, guys, because there was no sleep. Right from there, we got dropped off at the Canne Boulet. Right, the Canne Boulet is where the whole history of Carnival, the whole reenactment, that whole thing starts up. So it starts at like 4.
So what we would call Juve.
Well, technically, no, because yes and no, because there is actually there is a kind of Juve, but there's Juve. I have a whole Juve story that I might have to take a break and come back and tell you guys about the Juve. But
Yes.
guys, I lived it up. Anyway, just to tell you guys. So I'm gonna try to fast forward for the people. Let me check the time. All right, I'm gonna fast forward, and maybe throughout this episode, I'll give you guys a little more about what went down in Trinidad. But just to say, so we did the Canne Boulet, and the Canne Boulet, obviously, it's near and dear to our heart because it is about the history, it's the culture. We did it until we found ourselves sleeping, standing up. You gotta watch out for them kind of ways. Like it was like, yo. So we we're fatigued. We're straight from the show to the Canne Boulet. At this point, it's like 7, almost I think 7:38. Like we just say, yo, we're falling asleep. We walk into town, eat a doubles, aloe pie, hop in a whip, get up to the crib, crash. That was just the beginning, because it went from that. We took a break somewhere in between there, slept a little bit, went to Vale. Vale is the breakfast party. Got there about 5 a.m.
I heard about Vale. So Vale is the breakfast party is all you can eat?
It's all you can eat. It's all you can eat, all you can drink.
Tell me what they had to eat.
Yo, Queen, like
I'm fat and I'm greedy. Y'all know it. I want to know. And you don't got no videos of you chewing? Like
I know.
So I've been vicariously right now. She's just like,
yo,
I'm really that girl though. You could call me from somewhere. On Thanksgiving, I invented ASMR. People don't know this, but I invented ASMR. I used to ask people to please send me videos of them eating their food at Thanksgiving.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna tell you guys, like, I don't know what there was. I could tell you, like, from obviously roti, bus of shot doubles, bacon, crab and dumpling, corn soup, pilori. There's meat stations as well. Like
the corn soup is not normal. It's not normal. It was not normal.
Everything was, and there was just a lot of food, bacon sharp. And now let me tell you guys, all right, you guys know I like to keep it 100. You guys, definitely, you guys are gonna think I'm gross by the time I wrap this story up. All right, but I'm gonna tell you guys just because I don't give a damn, really. Like, I'm just gonna tell you guys. So before I get to the part where I'm gross and we wrap up this segment for right now, just to tell you guys, my heart broke in a couple of different places. So now, and it's all you can drink. So at this point, I don't know, and I have to say, I've been adulting. This whole time, I've been adulting like crazy, and I've only been drinking beer, like Stag to be specific. Like, I didn't drink much hard liquor at all. I might have drank a one Henny with my cousin, but I'm trying to just not be sick and hurting and throwing up and just minding myself. So, I was consistent with beer drinking, and every once in a while, I'll put one in the air. You guys know how to get down, but I kept it very adulting. I felt like I was not like, I'm just trying to overdo. So I have on my bears. This is what's going on.
I'm sorry. Every time you say that, I'm like,
I'm just saying it because anyway, anybody who knows me from the past, from the past life, knows that I wasn't like this. I didn't have limits like this, but I'm an adult now. So I hear the tune. I hear my boy Mikel Teja. I'm gonna drop the tune, and I hear he's on the stage. So boom, I make my way to the stage, and it just is the vibes. Everybody that I was with, we all just happened to link up right in front of the stage, and it's like boom. Now, I have to say, because Mikel is an OFC member as well, so mad shout out, love that. But him and I, we've been talking on WhatsApp, but we never got a chance to actually link. So that was the first time him and I actually seen each other because I was right up front. It does feel cool when the man on the stage leans down to give you. You know what I mean? He leans down on the stage to be like, "Yo, I'm so happy." So that was obviously that I felt cool. But
big up, Mr. Teja.
There must have been some haters behind me because I don't know what happened, guys. Because your boy lost his sunglasses. My favorite Cove sunglasses, my wooden pair of sunglasses.
Oh no.
That was the last of the sunglasses. And so for the rest of the time I was in Trinidad, I was wearing these red Smirnoff sunglasses. If you guys see me out the road wearing them, it's because I lost my wooden sunglasses and I refuse to buy another pair right now.
I need you to take, well, and maybe you're taking onus, but I do feel like you should know better to go to Carnival with anything that is precious.
No, but it's not Carnival, Gina. It's Vail, and Vail is a VIP dressed up. The tickets are like $1,000. They like TT. Sorry,
sure, but the thing is, this is all Carnival time.
I know.
Bacchanalia is.
Yes, you're right. You're right.
Right. So
yes, I should have brought the backup.
$5.
Yeah, the backup.
$5 things. Where it's just like if it's gone, it's okay. You brought 3 with you for this whole time.
Yeah, you're right. That is the lesson learned. That is the lesson learned because now I'm walking around with the $5 pair, and the $200 ones, 200 Canadian, are gone. So that's just what it is. But hey, that did hurt my heart. But anyway, so as I'm digressing now to where it is the gross part of the night or the day, because now the sun is out, it's the end of the day. Although I've been adulting, I have had at least 20 beers, and that will do that to you. Okay, so now, and I go to the food stand, and obviously the food shut off, lock off, food's done. Now, prior, I got a bake and shark, and I put it down where we were all standing and liming. I looked down to see this bacon shark, and it is covered in people's food because people just assumed it was garbage. Yo, it's in a box. All right, I'm gonna start by saying that. Yo, tell me why your boy was like, I'm getting my bacon shark from under this mother effing pile. And I pulled out my daggone bacon shark intact. And yes, it had to go down. I was marved at the time. Okay. I can't hear you.
I wouldn't have done it. I promise you I wouldn't have done it. I can't. I can't do it.
No, I know. You probably wouldn't have. No, the average person probably wouldn't have done it. I'm not the average person. And I'm just saying, I like to keep 100 with the people. Yes. All right. For sure, it was gross. But I didn't respond. I'm going to be honest. I didn't respond at the state that I was in and the hunger. Because when I tell you, when that bacon shark hit my system, it was like, God loves you. And that's why you're getting this. That because you're so hungry and you're so marved. And the way it's hitting your system, just hitting it just right. Amen. I blessed and sanctified it. Told myself, I've been incarcerated. I've eaten worse, and made it do the daggone thing. And so, anyways, guys, I'm gonna wrap up. There's so much more of Trinidad because that's just the beginning. I didn't even tell you guys about Tobago. I was in Tobago for like a week, but I have so much more to share throughout this episode because it's just us for today, guys. We intentionally having a guest with us today because we want to get you guys up to speed in terms of what's going on. We have beer jokes to crack with you guys, all kind of things. So when we come back from our break, we're going to take a little moment. I'll share a little bit more about Trinidad. Then we're going to go into Kaya's Jambalaya, and we're going to end, as you guys already know, with Ungrinding My Gears with Gina the Great. So as we take a pause for the guys, you guys, don't hate me. Don't judge me for eating that bacon shark. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Let's take a quick pause for cause, just to shout out our homegirls, Kemba and Andrea from Keen Real Estate Group. Whenever you're thinking real estate, whenever you're thinking investments, whenever you're thinking about planning for the long term, think Keen Real Estate Group. They're generating wealth for generations. KeenGroup.ca. If your goal is to purchase a car and to make the process as simple as possible, just get a car broker, guys. You just get a car broker. Big shout out to our homeboy, Hamsdale Jacques, the owner of hjcourtierauto.com. That's HJCOURTIERAUTO.com. If you're a small to medium-sized business and you're getting started and you're ready to go to the next level, what do you need? You need a phone line and you need a website. Think Mainstream Digicom. They got all your telecommunication needs checked. MainstreamDigicom.com. You're trying to get out on the web. You're trying to understand how to navigate through ads. Check out Java Logics for all your marketing, your digital marketing. Where would we be without Preston? I don't even know. Check out Java Logics. I give thanks to Preston for what he's done for the OFC. The amount of positive reviews we've gotten from all his referrals, we're proud to stand behind his work. Check out javalogics.com. No, it's not just because he's my brother. It's because you can't talk hip-hop in Montreal without saying M City Solo. Guys, check out his latest project, In My Fields, available on mcitysolo.com. If it's not one of the hardest new EPs to hit Montreal, come and let me know. You already know. It's your boy, Pharaoh, bigging up, mcitysolo.com. Keeping the culture alive. I gotta give thanks to West Can Folk Performing Company. For the last 40 years plus, they've been promoting our culture through song, drum, and dance, educating youth, the children, the seniors. Just check them out, westcanfolk.com.
Girl, what are you cooking?
My curry chicken.
Ooh, you're burning it.
Oh, gosh, it looks so...
It's okay, girl. You need the Curry House. They have the best Caribbean food in town. 2 locations in Montreal, West Island, and Côte-Neige. For more information, follow Caribbean Curry House, MTL. Don't forget to mention the Empower Hour for your 10% discount.
So, who placed in the order?
Me.
DeVito, WizKid, Burna Boy. Those are just some of the big names that's blessed Montreal thanks to Afrobeats Montreal. Definitely check out Afrobeats MTL for all concerts, show listings, everything that has to do with Afrobeats in the city. Check out Afrobeats MTL. One full circle. We are the Melanated Community Resource Hub and Network. What does that mean? We're here for each other. And we're back. Yeah, what? Yeah, I thought you knew the cues. I gave us a lead in. No, I didn't. All right, so we're back. Gina definitely not impressed. I don't understand, guys. I had to eat the bacon check. I had to eat it.
Okay, I can't do that stuff. Even if I wanted to, I can't. Like, do you remember when we were going to the studio and you were telling me about a story about? I don't even know if I can tell this story without like feeling blush. But you were eating a bag of peanuts from And
the maggots?
Yes.
Was it that? Because that was gross. That it wasn't peanuts. It was like cashews.
It was nuts. Okay, we're done.
Yeah. And I'm like, my spirit tells me to crack the cashew open. My spirit tells me this. And there's maggots in the cashews. And I'm like, for sure I ate five maggot cashews prior, for sure. But then enough, Pharaoh. Enough.
Okay, sorry, I don't know why I brought this up. Let's stop, or else.
All right. So all right. So anyway, I'm gonna just speed up the story because I only have a couple more minutes. But there was a lot of things that happened in Trinidad. All right, guys. So did the fets. I did play mass. I played with K2K. Shout out to K2K. For those who don't know, K2K, they're known for having costumes that are like you're fully dressed. Like that's their thing. It's like they're not into the nakedness. So that was very interesting. I got to share these pictures on our social. Guys, my outfit was the shirt that I have hung up in my closet right now. It was a dope button up. I wore my khaki shorts, a dope scarf, and my Indiana Jones hat. That was literally my costume. Shai had a full dress on, like it was and it was beautiful. They came
y'all was on the Mormon float. Y'all was on the
Yo,
Mormon float.
It's not. You would think so? I was super skeptical.
The J-Ho float.
Wait,
Guys.
that was the costume they gave you, or you come with what you have?
No, that's the costume they gave you. Yo, and the thing is, the costumes are beautiful. I'll tell you guys, no word of a lie. I was super skeptical when Chad was like, "Yo, we're gonna play," and I'm checking on the website, and I'm like, "Babe, this doesn't seem lit. Like, this doesn't seem lit at all." I was like, "What?" I was like, "You sure about this?" She's like, "Yo, we're getting a link." I was like, "Okay, well then I'm sure too. Then if we're getting a link, I'll go with the link." But then when I put on the thing, I'm like, "Yo, actually, this is pretty dope." Still, like I think Shy and Malika, they might have been a little warm. They might have been a bit warm. But when you guys see the pictures, the costumes, I have to say, they have beautiful backpack, beautiful. I'll dig up some footage for you guys. Share it on the social media.
I am interested in seeing the Jehovah's Witness float.
Yo,
what was the name again?
They're called K2K. K2K, I can't remember the thing. It's twins.
Christian to Christian float.
It was a Christian to Christian. Look, I know, but the joke is because why does it start and there's no liquor? I'm like, I'm walking up and down from the beginning of the band to the end of the band, and I'm like, where's the liquor? So I find the lead person. I'm like, where? I can't find the liquor truck. She's like, it broke down. I'm like, it broke down. She's like, it's on the way. I'm like, Jesus, how you gonna do this to people? Anyways, I'll digress on that.
So it broke down and someone's coming.
Yeah, the truck did show up eventually. The truck did show up eventually. I'm looking at the time so I can fast forward this story. I did end up being a superhero, but you guys know I'm a superhero anyways. But somebody's costume, one of the backpacks got hooked up on barbed wire. I wish, we were so captivated with what I was doing. I say we, but everyone I was with was like, yo, is Farrah really doing this? That no one filmed it. I wish we did, because your boy was scaling. I scaled the wall, scaled up a piece of pole, climbed up. Some man propped me up a little bit for me to untangle this guy's costume off the barbed wire. It was dope. But anyways, I really felt like a hero that day. Before that, I forgot to tell you guys about Juve. When I spoke about the bar, my Juve experience, I played with Jumbies. I'm not mad at Jumbies. I'm mad at myself because I hadn't slept the night before, which is not uncommon for just what's happening. But at the level of exhaustion that we were at, I couldn't really enjoy my Juve. And anybody who knows me knows that I love Juve.
I'm Carnival. I'm not gonna hold you.
I know, me too. Anyways, guys, so just to say, Shy and I, like, we were exhausted. We played with the Jumbies. To me, the band was just going too fast. The whole time, I felt like I was running behind the truck. I'm like, why are they going so fast? Like, and then when you get to the bar, it's like there was just not enough bars for the amount of people. So it's like every time you feel like it's like a gondola, like you're just fighting for your juice. And then the cherry on top, you guys know the peak of Juve is the end when you're crossing the stage and the water hoses and the paint and that's where the bacchanal is. Tell me why Shy and I are sitting watching the bacchanal go down. That's just to tell you the level of fatigue. We're like,
a powder or a paint, a nothing.
It wasn't even a real Juve. I shouldn't even call it Juve. I should call it.
I was about to say, first of all, if you was tired, it's because nobody didn't throw the handful of cocaine in the air. That got the best in the whole world. They mix it with some blue shit and throw it in the air, and everybody is high. You don't even know it. It just be wonderful. So
Kaya, but okay.
Yeah, I need to party with Kaya more. I seem to be missing.
All you don't know where you're missing. All you gotta go to the parties where they're throwing up the blue stuff mixed with the stuff.
So as I wrap up my Trinidad experience, I can't not wrap it up without sharing this story about me getting bitten by a dog. So guys, anybody who knows me knows I've had dogs as long as I could remember, and aggressive big dogs, from Pits, King Corsos, you name it. Even my dog.
Don't call them aggressive big dogs. They're just big dogs.
Yo, Pits are aggressive, Gina. You already know how many times I have to separate my bulls. Like, you already know, Gina. Stop it. I'm not gonna pretend. Like, and even no, they're well trained, but the nature of the dog, you can't put certain dogs together. They just go off. Right? That's not the point.
Chihuahuas are more aggressive than Pits.
You ain't even lying, son. You ain't even lying, actually. You're only talking facts. All right, so I digress on the fact. But let me just wrap up the story, because now you're going to be showing me eyes in a second, tell me to get off. All right, so Pete. So you guys know in Trinidad, first of all, the main breed of dog is Pot Town. It's a mix of anything. You're just mix up. You got Pot Town. That's just what it is. I see my dogs hear me talking about them. They're talking in the background. Anyways, I'm down by my mom's spot out in the, where is she? She's out in the east of Trinidad in Arima, walking up and down the street. Now, this whole day was a particular day. The spirit was doing something, because we ended up getting into a car accident that day. Very random. All right. bumper rip off, fly off, gone on the road. Like, and it was super random. Like, we were going one place, the last minute, we're like, oh, you know what? Let's go do that other thing first. As we exit the lane, batang, bang, bang. So we're like, yo, we have to go back to the police station that's right near the crib. We go back to the police station. While we're filling out the report, I'm like, yo, mom, I'm going to go walk home to go get some tie wraps so we could tie up this bumper so we could go about our business and handle the matter. Cool. Walking home, feeling the vibe, get to the crib. I don't have my keys. Bombasita, I left the keys inside the car. But the walk is not that far. And it's Trinidad, it's blessed, and my vibe is on 11, right? We just got into a car accident, so my vibe is extra high because I'm like, yo, something amazing must be happening in the universe. I'm walking down the street, skanking, and I'm in the street, but I'm kind of on the side, and a car drives by me, like kind of recklessly. And even as I'm seeing the car driving ahead, he's driving kind of crazy. And I'm like, you know what? That must be a sign to get on the sidewalk. No problem. Get on the sidewalk, and I'm skanking. My head is down because I'm typing. I'm actually signing some documents on my phone because you guys know, most people don't know I'm gone. So do my work anyways. There's a dog barking right inside this gate. Whatever, because that's normal for the Caribbean. Anybody knows the Caribbean, you're walking alongside, the dogs are barking. Yo, I feel just like I'm holding my phone. So visualize I'm holding my phone, my head is down, and I just feel the pressure on my forearm. Like, and I'm like, yo, am I getting bitten? Like, when I turn, yo, the dog head, neck, and everything reaches like down near a foot outside the gate. So
whoa.
Like, and the thing is, if you know the Caribbean, the sidewalks are right up against the wall. So there's no gap. It's not like I'm where I'm supposed to be. I'm on this sidewalk. Yo, when I catch myself and I look down and I see blood coming from my arm, the dog busts I'm like, drew blood.
Wow.
So obviously now the whole neighborhood sees a different side of me because I am trying to get to the dog now. I'm like, yo, come here, like, come again. I'm like, here's the other cup. I'm trying to lure the dog to me. I'm like, I am going to take your life. Like, so now the owner inside hears me now because I am on 100. Because I'm like, yo, me? You're gonna, and I'm bleeding? I can't wait for you to come close. And it's not like it's a small dog, but it's a different side of me, all right? Long story short, guys, I'm gonna so I do have
I know exactly what you mean.
Yo, I'm just saying. So I have these scars now because this dog bit me. The people that own the house now, obviously I'm not gonna rail up. My mom's like I should have pressed charges, all kind of different things. When
apologize for their dog, but finish your story.
Yes, that's the thing. She did apologize. She rubbed some of that blue, purple iodine stuff on my arm. Put some band-aids that by the time I even walked to the police station, band-aids.
Oh, so the dog be biting people, so they ready.
Yo, they know. And the thing is, yo, I have footage that again I'm gonna share on the clip because why is it that like 2 days later, I'm walking with my children, telling them that's where the dog came from. Why is the dog on top of the wall? Why is the dog able to jump on top of the wall? So I'm like,
that's wild.
So now at this point, I'm like, yo, but I spoke to people. I told them that they should deal with the dog. They're not dealing. Let me go actually file a police report. This is when I realized that there's no point in filing a police report. That's why my vibe from the beginning told me not to. Because I go to the man and I'm like, yeah, I want to file a police report. I got bitten by a dog. He's like, when that happened, I'm like, it happened like 2 days ago. He's like, and what do you want us to do? I'm like, well.
Oh my gosh. And you know what you have to tell yourself? You know what you have to tell yourself? You're like, you know what? You're right. I don't pay taxes here. So I don't.
No, that's not how it goes. See, I don't believe in that. So let me just add to this. I actually almost got bit by a dog in Jamaica, and my sister and I cut the block, and we were looking so nice, looking for a ride, and their yard is way down, and we see the dog, but we're like, the dog is inside the fence, so we keep walking. And why all of a sudden I'm like, we're walking towards the dog, but the dog is getting closer a lot faster than we're walking. I'm like, no, the dog is coming for us. So I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna start run. I say to my sister, run. We run. The dog chases us all the way up around the bend. The dog didn't even bite me, but let me tell you what my mission was the next day. And I don't care, come and get me. On the vex, too bad. You let your crazy dog come out the yard. Let me tell you, I'm gonna go get some hamburger. I'm gonna take the hamburger, I'm gonna roll out hamburger. And I'm gonna take Scotch bonnet pepper I'm gonna cut up Scotch bonnet pepper. I'm gonna make balls. I'm gonna put Scotch bonnet inside the balls of hamburger. I'm gonna put them in there. I'm gonna roll it up good. And take little sauce and sprinkle it on top so it smells appealing. So when I'm picking like, oh, I went and dropped 19 balls of spiced hamburger right in front of the people them yard and make the dog eat it. When we come back around the bend the next time, the dog them have beer shit in the yard, beer wet shit in the yard. Yeah, they must shit out them tribe, got the blood clot. Just chase me. You have a blood clot feel it. Yeah, they had to feel it. So I gave them spiced hamburger. They're lucky I didn't put no glass in it. I only put Scotch on it.
What?
They're lucky.
I actually,
I would have never told the police because when I killed the dog, they would have come looking for me first. I would have never went to the police. I would have just spiced him.
Yeah, and I guess it's just karmic. I was like, because I did speak to a lot of, funny enough, older people who were like, so you didn't go back and try to just kill the dog? I was like, oh.
You should have just spiced him.
I was like, wow, that's not what I expected. I was like,
well,
no,
well, that's what old folks believe in. You know, my daddy is 19 years older than my mama. When the dog bit me down south, Rottweiler bit me on my leg. My daddy took me back to shoot the dog.
It seems like I was missing out.
We shot the dog.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
The dog bit me. It almost bit my leg off.
You got to end that dog. No,
you got to kill the dog because now the dog is used to biting kids. So now he's going to bite every kid that come through the yard. So you got to shoot the dog. And the people didn't want to do nothing about it. And the police ain't coming. So we went over there and rat-a-tat-tat.
Yeah. No, I ain't
mad at you. Your dog's getting splattered.
Yo, no, I ain't mad at you. So guys, and just to say, so that's pretty much, that was the climax of how because I was dying of laughter by the time I got into the car. And I was like, my mom's like, well, you filled out a report. I'm like, I guess. I don't even know. The officer asked me what he's supposed to do. He said he'll see if he could go do something. But he's like, yo, you felt good enough to have this woman, you know, he's like, is she a doctor? Like, I was like, well, you know, she put some iodine. And he's like, so then I was like, he was like, yo, basically I was on trial. I was like, oh shoot, I guess I should have went to the hospital. He's like, so you didn't go to the hospital?
First of all, let me tell you what you don't know. It'd have been all funny until all of a sudden you try to take a sip of water and you can't swallow no more because you got rabies. Because and rabies is finite. There's no cure for it. So if you get it, you're going to be like, and all of a sudden there's going to be no more use. So yeah, people is going to be mad. What you mean you don't want to kill a dog? We got to kill it. Why you going to talk to the people for? We should have killed it.
Yeah. So that's what it is. I'm glad to be back. Heading back to Trinidad in a bit, but I'll tell you guys about that later on in the show. Let's now, as we take another quick pause for the cause, come back with Kaya's Jambalaya.
You know what time it is. This is Kaya's Jambalaya. You know I'm always cooking up something hot. Come on in. Let me feed you, baby.
Yes. Welcome to another episode of Kaya's Jambalaya. Yo, we've been missing in action when it came to all this heat that was going on in Hollywood. So listen, I know that y'all know what's going on, Gina and Pharaoh. Let's get into this P. Diddy situation, please, because right now they are all the rave. They have completely, in the last month and a half, taken over the internet. I'd say longer than that, since Cassie came in and dropped the bomb on P. Diddy. So much has unraveled since then. Can we get into what's happening right now with the people? What's going on in Hollywood, y'all?
Well, I'm getting a lot of the news straight from my mother-in-law. She seems to be really connected. Shout out, mommy. She's like, she's dying of laughter every day. The last thing she's cracking jokes about is 50 Cent talking about his documentary, his documentary on P. Diddy and how he has all kind of proof that's gonna do a thing.
Did y'all hear about the last situation with 50 Cent though? The last update?
No. There's 50 updates.
I didn't know he was in. I didn't even hear about
Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's get into it. So let me just start from the end.
Right.
So P. Diddy, 50 Cent just filed for sole custody of his son that is with the last girl that he's with. She's like a Vietnamese girl.
Okay.
The girl is named also in P. Diddy's case. She's listed as one of P. Diddy's girls too, and nobody knew it. And they didn't realize they had all of these posts that 50 never seen before, and they sent it to him. Her saying that P. Diddy is her favorite person in life, her on vacation with P. Diddy, and now he's seeking sole custody of the little boy.
What?
Now,
no wonder 50's so upset with Diddy.
Oh, let me tell you, big problems. So let's get into it. About 2 months ago, Cassie dropped the bomb that P. Diddy was to be brought into court on multiple charges of sexual assault, human trafficking, money laundering, gangsterisms, you name it, all kinds. And now the plot thickens. So shortly after P. Diddy being brought to the forefront, a lot of other people started to have different things happen. Either they were being exposed or they were exposing. Kamora Lee Simmons is one of the people who was the most vocal because she happened to be best friends with Kim Porter. Y'all, the feds just raided P. Diddy's house due to information that was brought forth from the earlier parts of this investigation. But what they are looking for is sexual exploitation videos on several of Hollywood's top elites. That P. Diddy actually had copies of videos of them doing unscrupulous things for record deals and more. Hundreds of names in the industry have been called up so far, and we are now looking at Hollywood imploding. P. Diddy says he's not going down by himself, and the next person that they're going to open the doors on is Jay-Z. Justin Bieber.
Wow.
Justin Bieber is a key witness. They have statements of Justin Bieber saying some wild stuff that he's seen happen at a party and things that they asked him and tried to force him to do. Britney Spears, Paris Hilton, that they were sent away to schools when they were still in their teens. And at these schools, and their parents knew that at these schools, that these different things would happen to them because they say this is how you get kids to be indoctrinated into the whole Hollywood cycle. So they were actually sending their children to these schools to have these things done to them for the heightened success. So Hollywood is burning, y'all. Hollywood is burning.
Well, these are the signs of the times, though, right? They said in these times.
Because Nickelodeon, I didn't watch it. I just heard about too, like
Quiet on Set.
Yeah, I haven't been in social media like that, but like, so I keep getting glimpses. But yeah, this whole Nickelodeon thing, like, and some of these parents, when you're hearing them, now that you're saying like some of these parents already knew and they were sending their kids off to their
grooming schools. Yeah, grooming schools.
Now I'm kind of like, because really and truly, as a parent, who's just sending off their kids to these grown men parties?
Yes.
Be on set with nobody there to do all these things. Like, not my parents.
No. I homeschool my children, just to tell you. Like, I'm not even sure if I trust the actual school system here. So, like, what? Stop it.
And I just got a sign because the song Unholy just showed up on my Spotify. I have to turn it off. I'm gonna tell y'all something. We got a problem in Hollywood right now, and it's about to trickle down into mainstream life. Several hotels across the U.S. are being brought up on charges of also human trafficking, that they have trap doors in the hotel rooms where people's children went missing on resorts and stuff like that. All of these things are starting to come out now. Jeffrey Epstein.
Wow.
Y'all know this is Kaya Jambalaya, right? So I did just take a bite of something. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. And I know Gina is hungry because Gina got to eat before 8:00. And I just chewed something. I know she's like, girl, I know you did not just chew.
Yeah. I just read Kaya Jambalaya. So what? Just we keep it 100.
So listen to this. Just hear me out. Everybody is going down. Everybody is on fire right now, y'all. The hotels, the shipping companies, because now they're saying that they believe that a lot of these trafficking is done through shipping companies, that these shipping companies that are actually, each container is actually scanned for what's in it. So you know that there's people in there when there's people in there, but you know that you signed on for this job never to say.
Damn.
Shipping companies, hotels, hotel rooms that got trap doors in there, and people come in at nighttime and steal your kid out your room. You don't even understand how the door got open. The door has never been opened. The latch is still on the door, and your kid is missing. They dragging the kid through the trap door in the closet and stuff like that. So these people are all about to be brought up on charges, and we're about to see the biggest expose on America and the rest of the world in the next 6 months, we are about to see some of the most heinous things that we've ever seen in life brought to light. So make sure, stay tuned in with the show. Make sure you tune in. I'm going to be giving updates on it.
Well, just on that as we're segueing, because like I think it's important that as parents, we really govern what our children are taking in, what they're watching, and I hate to even have to put it like this, but even the fact that I think just recently in Montreal there was a child that went missing. Thank God they found her, but it's like the world is just not the same anymore, right? And we really just have to keep an extra eye out because there's just a lot of weirdos out there, and it's like if
sorry, I really did cut you off there, but I'm like, it's not that the world's not the same. The world's the same. We're just seeing more of it now because we have smartphones and because we have all these things. Because I still do remember growing up, there were a lot more campaigns about watch the people and all these things. And like we had neighborhood watch and all these things. And like, I absolutely, I've gotten like followed home. I've gotten someone waiting when I was at the bus stop and like, literally exposed themselves to me and all that. But that wasn't at a time where you had smartphones and taking pictures of things like that. So now the reason why Hollywood is burning, the reason why all these people are going through this now, like now it's, you don't have to rely on the news outlet to tell your story because they're in on it too. You don't have to rely on certain people in the stations because they're in on it too. But your phone, showing certain things and you gathering things and being able to put it on your social media, which on one end I understand, like with social media now you're guilty, but and you're guilty until proven innocent. Which like there needs to be a balance there too. But I think we're hearing more of it and it's being exposed more because of the means that we have today. This Hollywood stuff this isn't 2024. This isn't 2020. Like this has been going on before the age of technology.
Mm-hmm. Well, this is the thing. This is what I was going to say to you. Let's go back to before technology. I remember sitting at my kitchen table and breakfast being served, and they set the milk carton down, and on the milk carton was a missing child.
Right, true.
And then it was 4 squares with their information beside it. Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then they took the kids off the milk carton, but the reason why they put the kids on the milk carton was that child might be in the house and somebody may be feeding them breakfast and realize that the child on the carton is the child that this person is walking with right now in front of your door.
Right.
Or stopped at your door to ask for help for something.
Right.
And that was the way that we knew. That was our social media. But
True.
they took the children off the milk carts because people said that it made them uncomfortable. But they need to go back to find out who was uncomfortable.
Talk about it, because you're only talking facts. Actually, I myself, now that I even think back, like I guess I could have been a victim of a kidnapping, and just not knowing. I remember as a youth running to catch a bus, and a van slowed down, and was like, because I had just missed the bus, and the van slowed down. I was like, "You want to ride?" I was like, "Yeah." As a little youth, jump into the backseat of this van, and it was 2 black people, like an elder. That's why, like elderly looking. That's why I didn't really, ting. I'm sitting in the back seat, and I see they're driving, and they passed, but like they passed like the stop where I was going. I was like, "Yo, yeah, no, like you're passing the stop." I was like, "I'm just going up here. You're passing the stop," and they keep driving, and they look at each other, and they keep driving. So that's when I catch myself, and I realize there's no handles in the back seat to open the door. Yo, I flew up in front of both of them. I was like, "You better stop this car," because they didn't know who they picked up. They picked up young Wiley guy. I'm about to kill everybody in here. We're about.
That's right.
They pulled off the man open. I know the wife driving. There was the wife driving. The husband opened the passenger, and I was like, "Yo, you guys!" I'm looking at. I'm like, "Mother," but that was it. It went back.
Too, y'all trying to get me?
That's what I'm saying. Anyway, so that's just so as you say, it ain't new. You're absolutely right. It's just that we know more. So, guys, if that's the case, we gotta fortify our children. We gotta teach them the rights and the wrongs. We gotta show them how to handle themselves. We gotta because with life, it is what it is. Life is going to keep life, and we can't protect them and keep them in a bubble. They're here to experience life as well. So we do got to strengthen them, let them know that be on the P's and Q's. At the very least, they shouldn't be walking by themselves. That's something that we do gotta. I think that should just be a standard in this day and age, especially you got young queens, princesses out there who might want to be able to fight back, might not have the physical strength to.
So don't have to anymore. I mean, back in those days, I get it. Like employers weren't understanding you, like, you know, single mothers had to go work and all these different things. Like now we're in a space where like you and you still need your village too, but like they shouldn't have to walk alone. Like I say this, I have the privilege of having a very flexible job. I have the privilege of having a village. I have a lot of privilege I do understand that people don't have. However, seek that out in the spaces that you can to protect as best as you can, like the people that you love, you know? So, yeah.
Facts. Oh, wow. Well said. So, yeah, man.
What else you got? You just a lot.
Yeah. For real. But that's a big thing. And I guess this is why we got to talk about it. We got to express this because when I say what's going on in Hollywood and Tinseltown is about to trickle down onto us, because there's a lot of regular everyday people that help these people get the children that they get. So we gonna have to start setting it off on these different organizations and stuff that we realize that are part of these things. You know, the woman who is in charge of the Missing Children's Foundation in the United States is a Black woman. And her best friend is Hillary Clinton, and Hillary Clinton is one of the top people that's in the child abductions and sex trafficking rings. She's on the list as one of the top people they're investigating.
Wow.
So the fact that the Missing People's Foundation is run by a Black woman who's best friends with Hillary Clinton is alarming. So we gotta be looking at who's who and what's what, and really making people stand on who they are. Like, that's who you are. We need to know that's who you are so that we know how to deal with you. This is real.
Yeah,
your kinfolk.
That's right. That's right. So on that note, we're going to wind this down, but I have plenty more information. But, you know, I got to start off by just giving y'all some of the information that's on the primary docket. And then we'll get a little bit deeper with the details of who and the what's in Hollywood. So this is Kaya's Jambalaya, and thank you for attending another episode. And I hope you got your fill.
Hey everybody, I'm Gina the Great, aka Miss Politically Correct, aka The Devil's Advocate, aka Big Lyran Energy, and this is Ungrind My Gears, a segment where we keep it light, keep it bright, and share some fun facts and some jokey jokes.
What the facts is going on? Did you know that there is a group of revolutionary artists set out to produce a fashion show to celebrate Black beauty? And they created a powerful message and a movement as a result. Here's how they did it.
Do you know the phrase Black is beautiful comes from a series of fashion shows from the 60s? Yep, meet the Grandasa models. They were the original inspiration behind Black is Beautiful. In the 1960s, two brothers decided to have a fashion show in Harlem to showcase the beauty of everyday Black women. Models included seamstresses, designers, and activists, but none were professional models. Just like in the Deep South and elsewhere around America, Harlem was plagued with hatred towards Black people. But one group of young, pro-Black artists wanted to change that. Kwame Brathwaite and his brother, Alombe Brath, co-founded the African Jazz Art Society and Studios, a group of young revolutionaries determined to restore racial pride. Together, they decided to produce a series of fashion shows with one message: Black is beautiful. The models in the shows were everyday Black women, most of whom had darker skin, dressed in African-inspired designs, and rocked their natural, tightly coiled hair. They were called Grandasa models, based on Grandasa land, which is another name for Africa. Beauty standards were extremely Eurocentric, and it was uncommon for Black women at the time to be shown and celebrated without wigs or straightened hair. This show was a big deal because it proudly put Black beauty on center stage. Black is Beautiful was written on flyers, posters, and handbills to promote the shows. But those three words ended up becoming so much more. The phrase affirmed to Black people everywhere that we were beautiful just the way we were. HAS and the Black is Beautiful fashion shows helped change Black culture. Black people abandoned the term Negro and embraced their connections to Africa. Black is Beautiful became a reminder that beauty wasn't about what was on the outside, but the possibilities and self-love Black people embrace on the inside.
Not Pharaoh jamming to the song.
Yo, I had to let that run just a little bit at the end. Like that spoke to my soul. Snap to that.
Yeah, it was giving me the beginning of the Cosby Show, and it made me feel like,
right? Yeah.
Absolutely. And I think this is a great time for this because someone was on, I'm going to say social media because I saw it on IG, but she might have put it on TikTok, and she was there. So it was a African-American lady, and she had her wig on, and she was just like, like, she understands how for some people the natural hair look works for them or what have you, but in reality, when a man comes up and he wants to talk about how he wants his woman to be natural, but if they see a woman with her natural hair and they see her with the Eurocentric wig on with the straight hair, like they go for the person with the straight hair. It's just they want to say that, but in reality they don't want the natural haired person. And I mean, I don't know where she lived. I've been natural for many, many years. I pulled just the same. I pulled just the same.
But but you're bringing up a good point because it is, and I think in defense of the women though, like because there are some brothers who still, it's like they're still kind of in a weird stone age. I find the majority of the mandem nowadays, or at least the people, again, birds of a feather flock together. So people within my circle and stuff like that, we prefer natural hair, whether it be your locks, your just natural kinks, your whatever it is. We prefer that over the perms, over again, just the smell of the perm and just the unnatural look is just weird, for the people in my surroundings. But then there's also the health factors that are weird. Like it's like in this day and age, so much information about what putting these chemicals into your hair is doing to your body. That part is always weird to us that, that queens are still doing it. But if the brothers, in their circles are still making it seem like that is the standard of beauty, it's really hard to blame them.
Yeah. But honestly, the other thing I'm going to see, the other thing I see with this too, is that I think women, we're putting too much stock on what we think men like. And it's like, men like this. Men, honestly, and as I'm speaking as a woman, and, Farrah, you can speak to that too, but like, I think men are mostly attracted to the confidence. So I can appreciate if you tell me that you feel you attract more men when you have that permed hair or when you have the weave on and whatnot because you feel confident. I think we're not paying attention to the same thing. And so because guess what, you can have that weave and all that, and if you don't feel confident, it's not going to flock the same. I happen to believe, and you guys share how you feel, but I think men are much more attracted to the confidence above all else.
Facts. I could co-sign that. It's something just like, but I guess even as you're saying it, we do need to take some time and just unlearn and relearn, because just for how long was that the standard, and it was just norm, and on both sides. So it's like, yeah, like I definitely find it more attractive, a woman's confidence, how they carry themselves, how they speak about themselves, just their mind. Like again, it goes to the fact that you're still putting these chemicals on your head. Like it doesn't seem, again, and not to knock anybody, some people that they just for whatever reason still want to do it. It's just that really though, like, because it's like for the looking good in the moment, you're willing to take that risk in the after, like the from the fibers and everything. That it's like, come on, just watch that documentary Good Hair. Everybody's seen that.
Yeah, I think you can say that now. I think when that first started, the same way how once upon a time what they advertised cigarettes not being good for you, or back in the day, you didn't know cigarettes weren't good for you. They knew when they were producing it because they knew what they were putting in it. But like, now that you know, you got to do better. I mean, take your time and do what you got to do. That's fine too. But like, do better for yourself. So I want to get into a little bit of finance. Do you guys have an amount of money that you'd like to save in a given year?
Yo, you're hitting it right on the head, Gina the Great. I've been reading Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Okay. So is there a particular amount?
Yeah.
I can't say I have a particular amount. I never actually looked at it like that. I do know that I am striving to have more assets and liabilities, so
Okay.
that so that I
Let me ask
have.
you like this. Is there, let's say, let's break it down a little smaller. Is there a trip you want to do that like you can guesstimate how much that would cost? Is there something that you want to purchase that you would want to save for? And what would that roughly be? How much would that
Yeah,
roughly
I like that example. Let's say 10 racks, because Shy and I were looking at these cool vacation spots. And we're contemplating, if I'm looking to go with the children, it's at least a $10,000
10,000.
trip.
Okay. Kaya, what about you? Do you have an amount is there something that you have that you'd like to save for to either buy or whatever?
So someone asked me the other day if I had a number that I would be happy with having if I could make that every year. And I said, right now, my number is about $200,000 a year. But truth be told, I want to make $365,000 a year. I want to make $1,000 a day.
Right. Okay. But you're talking about income. I'm talking about savings. Is there an amount?
Right. That's what I want to get to the point where I can save $365,000.
Okay.
$365,000.
Well,
I realize that it's a very, very doable something. At $200,000, I need to make $537 and something cents a day. So it's not really hard.
Again, that's the income that you'd be making. So when you're talking about making that's your income, but then you have your income, and then you have the things, you have the cost of livings, and then you have all these different things, and then you
So I get what you're saying, because this is where it doesn't function for me, because I don't know if savings. I'm saving it for this amount of time so I can get this, but people get savings like that and die trying to spend it on what they want to spend it on. So I don't think like that.
Finance workshop.
So I hear what you're saying. And I appreciate what you're saying.
Okay, so if I can save an amount.
Right. And I'm going to say this to you. The reason why you have savings is that it's saying you want to save money so that when you want to take that trip, you're not using a credit card. Mm-hmm. You want to save money. It's not to have to say, I'm going to save this like it's RSPs for my retirement. That's a whole separate thing. This is, you know what? I want to buy.
Okay, so 10 grand. 10 grand.
Okay,
10 grand, because I got this living room set that I really want, and it's about 4,000, and then after that I want to take a trip. So yeah, that's my mission. So yeah, 10 grand.
Okay, so we say 10,000. Now a lot of times when you're gonna hear 10,000, someone's gonna hear 10,000. It's like, how am I supposed to do that? I don't know that. That's too much money. How am I gonna get to 10,000? And what this says here, right? So what I came across is you gotta like, it's thinking small but dreaming big, right? And so it's breaking down large financial goals into smaller ones, more manageable pieces, and that way you can have a more powerful strategy to both motivate you and a practical plan to be able to make those savings. So it has like a grid, if you will. And it says, if you have a $10,000 goal, break that down to, don't look at it at $10,000, look at it daily, weekly, biweekly, monthly, yearly, however you want to see that. But basically, if you want to make $10,000 in a year, you got to save $27.40 a day. Now, when you break it down that way, and then and a day might be a little rough, but if it says a week, 192, you get paid every 2 weeks, $384.62. So as soon as you get that paycheck, that $384.62, you put it aside. You put it in, first of all, you put it in an account that has high interest returns. Put that money somewhere else where it's also making money, which helps you get to your goal first. But you basically take that money out of whatever income that you're receiving. So if like Kaya, in your example, you said, I need to make $365 a day because I want to make $365,000 in a year. That's income. But if you wanted to say, I wanted to make an extra $10,000 on that, so you say you're $365, add $27.40 to that in terms of what you want to make, and then you take that $27.40, you put it on the side so that you can eventually at the end of the year make $10,000. Now, if you don't want to make, if you need that in 6 months, double it up. Do whatever you got to do. But essentially, whether your goal is $500 or $11,000 or $10,000 in your particular case, break it down so that you understand what you need on a daily or weekly or biweekly. I usually tend to tell people to match it with when you get your pay or your income, because not everybody's a 9-to-5er. So when you get your income, match it, break it down for that. If you get a check on a monthly basis, do what you got to do. and do that. And then that way it's easier to save when you take it out of your account and act like it doesn't exist, but still put it in something that yields high interest though, by the way.
Yeah, can I share something I got from Secrets of a Millionaire Mind? And this is something I've taught my children. They still do it to this day. And I share with a lot of adults. And it is that jar concept or the funnel concept. I think I'm sure I've shared it with you guys before, but I'll share it again because actually as people are hearing this is the beginning of the month of the OFC, and we're calling it Spring Your Finances Forward. So actually for the entire month, the entire quarter, the next Q2, the OFC, we're only focusing on finance workshops, budgeting, and different things like that. But I digress on that for now. I'll share a little bit more at the end. But in terms of what I tell people all the time is when your income comes, like what worked for me, because my money wasn't coming consistently, I took the jar system that I've taught from Secrets of a Millionaire Mind, where every piece of money that came in, whether it be I made $10, I made $100, or I made $1,000, I would always put aside a certain portion. A certain portion goes to long-term savings. A certain portion went to short-term savings. A certain portion went to just taking care of myself. A certain portion went to just play money that you have to blow because it's psychological. You want to have money. You don't want to always have your money tied up in things. You want to have money you could just blow. And a certain portion of it went to like a tithe or a giving, because that's energy, and what you give, you get back. Right. So it was something where I felt it like just doing that, like I was able to amass $10,000 in savings. And it's like it happened without realizing it because it was small portions. Right. And and what they tell you, being wealthy or being rich has nothing to do with how much money you make. It's how much money you keep and how you manage your money.
Absolutely.
Right? So it's like really, so it's, and I'm telling you, it's something where now it's a discipline. It's something that I live by. I've been able to, that's how I travel with my children. I travel with my family, I should say. How I bought a car, like a used car nonetheless, but I paid it out. I have no car payments. And to be able to do stuff like that is because of the fact that, I had that discipline of just putting aside a little bit at a time. And it's just that as you put it away, you forget it. It's like, and that's where the discipline comes in, because we're always quick to bend to pay the bill man. But when the money's really not there, and you're telling the bill man, I ain't got it. But if you know you have it, it's something inside you makes you feel like, I should, let me just pay that bill. Money, that's your money. You put it aside, ignore it. That money doesn't exist anymore. From whatever you have left after you've taken care of yourself, whatever money you have left, that's what you have. And if there's zero, you tell the bill man, I got zero for the next 2 weeks. And check me in another 2 weeks. But that's just what it is. But I'll share a little bit more.
You know what? I love that. And you know what? That, for me, people would say like, paying your bills on time is high vibrational. And I'm like, no, that's not what it is. And I'm happy that you just said the words that you did, because I come from the generation of, like Beyonce says, I'm going to go to the mall and spend it now and I'll get more money later. I'm going to go and do the things that feel good to the quality of life. And then I'm going to go and get some more money later. I need to take care of these things for my well-being, because if I break down mentally, you're not getting any money at all, because I'm not going to be any good to you. So when I start figuring out and hearing about that, what a landlord is, the lord of the land, someone who's keeping me tied to this dwelling for a certain amount of money every month for a place that doesn't even belong to them, truthfully. That if they miss a payment, they could be missing this building themselves. And I'm here paying this. I got to go and do the things that make me happy. Y'all gonna get y'all money. Y'all chill out. And that's why they got all of these different rights, squatters' rights, and all these things set up around stuff like this, because they know there's some folks out there that don't pay. They know the rules. They know how it go. But I really do feel like that. I'm like, listen, we got to understand what this is. A lot of us are paying into stuff where companies are just double dipping on our names. You got us paying a light bill, and lights is free because I got a social security number, and my name, when my name comes in on the bill, it comes in capital letters. So I work for the country. So I'm a worker. So I'm not supposed to pay no utility bills. But Hydro-Quebec know that people don't know that. So now you're going to pay the bill twice. You're going to pay, the country paid it for you because you work every day. You pay taxes and this, that, and the third. And that's what those monies go for. But when they send you, they don't even send you a bill. Mm-hmm. Go and look at your light bill. Go and look at your light. It don't say bill on it.
You're talking facts, but yeah, it's kind of, and the thing is, I know exactly where you're coming from. The only balance I would say is because I'm also a big believer in spending and treating yourself. I just like the idea of not doing it to your own detriment, and that's something I tell people. It's like
that's right. I'm not. I don't care.
I just want to add to that, as a landlord myself, I am a landlord, not a slumlord, but as a landlord myself, I worked very hard to get my properties, and I am allowing people, and like I'm gonna say this like high key, because when I put my spot on the market, I looked at what people were doing around, and I looked at it this new time around, and like some people are really gouging people because of the market and because there's a shortage of housing for people. And like I pride myself to not be that type of person, but I'm gonna tell you this though, that rent's gonna have to get paid on the first of every single month. On every single month. And like I'm not okay. Like you want to be a couple of days late, cool, you gotta talk to me, but don't let me find out you were spending at the mall, that you were spending rent money at the mall. That's not gonna be okay. That's not gonna be okay. You can do that.
Is good.
Lord.
We got two sides of the coin in the conversation. That's interesting.
Yeah, facts and only facts.
Yeah.
For amen. But like, yeah, you can't take it when you die, but like, you know, there's everything else. And like I that's karmic as well. Don't do it to the detriment of the person that's allowing you to be in a space either. But
right.
You know.
Right.
If I could just add, I do really feel though, as a community, and again, shameless plug, this is the finance season within the OFC, and I'm encouraging people to reach out if you want to get involved, because we have a bunch of workshops we've been mapping up. But you'd be surprised at how many people don't even know what what it means to budget. They don't know and
they don't teach that.
You know, these are things they're not teaching you in school, right? They like. And these are things that you need in life to be able to say, okay, you know what? This is how much money I actually have coming in every month. Let me take the time to figure out actually how much things I'm paying for every month. You know, just the other day, on topic, I realized that I was paying 3 different Amazon bills. Because you know, when you sign up for Amazon Prime, and then you have Stacks, and then you have Paramount, and I'm like, I looked at my bill, I'm like, yo, why am I paying Amazon 3 times? I'm like, I do remember we wanted to watch this show one time, and we're like, okay, cool, let's sign up to that, and then we forgot, and then that thing we wanted to see that one time, and then we forgot. So I've been paying 3 different Amazon bills. Technically,
about that. That's how they be getting people. And so, you know, you have a lot of those free trials. As soon as you sign up for the free trial, as soon as you do, you turn around and you cancel it. It still keeps your 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, however it is.
Right away,
cancel it. So that when you're going through it, if you're going through it and you enjoy it for your 30 days, but it's not something that you would want to renew, you enjoy your 30 days, you keep it pushing. If you enjoyed your 30 days and you're just like, no, I really need this in my life, on your 30th day, or on the 31st day, you're going to be like, oh, what happened to my shmur? Right, I canceled my membership. Now I'm ready to invest in it. As opposed to, I'm just watching this. I'm like, I could take it or leave it. But the next thing you know, I'm getting billed on a monthly basis for something that I could have taken or leaved it. So, you know.
Yo, you ain't talking facts. Just know throughout, I can't wait, guys. Next week, the guest that we're going to have next week is a banger for you guys. Because, anyways, I'm taking you guys throughout this entire season. We're talking money every day, guys. We're springing our finances forward within the OFC community. So just get ready. By the end of the season, you guys are going to be rich. Okay, go ahead.
Money. Yeah.
So, speaking of money, I have a situation, a dilemma. I'm gonna tell you guys a story, and I'd like to know what you would answer or what you would do. So you loaned $3,000 to your friend last year, and since then she's refused to pay you back, which has really deteriorated your friendship. You asked her to pay $1,000. You said, forget the rest, just give me $1,000 because you're in a financial crisis. Your friend then says that she could only get you $500 since that's all she has. You felt like you had no options, but you accepted it so that you eventually gave her your account details to send the amount directly to your bank. You woke up the next morning, checked your account, and you had $5,000 in it. You kept staring at the screen in disbelief, but indeed it was $5,000. Then you grab your phone, and you had 73 missed calls from your friend and an additional 37 text messages begging you to transfer back $4,500 since she only meant to send $500 and mistakenly added an extra 0. So what would you do? 1, send back $4,500. 2, take your full $3,000 and send back the $2,000. Or 3, keep the entire $5,000.
Wow, this is a good one. Okay, I'm not doing the last one. For sure, I'm not doing the last one. That's just
5,000. Okay.
I'm not doing the 5 like that. But I can't front. I might only send back 2 still. I might be like, you know what? This is the Lord. The Lord said, you were able to miraculously come up with this bread. Here's back to 2. I desperately needed that 3. So, and I didn't give you that 3. And technically, if after this we're not friends, I've been only holding on to this friendship because I kind of wanted my bread back. So technically, let's call this even. And here's your bread. And here's your 2. And I'm okay. Maybe I might do 25 skis. We're going half skis on this. I'll eat the 5. I'll write off the 5. You get back 25, and I'm holding 25. I know that wasn't even an option. I just remixed answer 2.
That's cool. Kaya, what are you doing?
It's 3,000 I lent them. They telling me they ain't got it, but they do got it. That you lied and you did that, I'm keeping the 5. I'm keeping the 5 because you tried to fucking play me. Excuse my language. You tried to play me. You want me to smack your whole face off? I'm gonna go to jail. Let me explain something to you. All's fair in love and war. And if you play with me like that, especially about $3,000 and tell me, I can give you 5. Let me tell you something. You got to come and pay me back with the same energy that you borrowed with. And in the instant that you try and tell me of 3,000, you got 5 and end up sending me a full 5,000, now you got to fight me for the other 2. Let's fight about it. And I'm not even going to spend the 2. I'm going to hold it just off GP. So when you come and see me, because you got to look me in my face and come and get this 2 from me. Because you got to tell me, why would you say that you ain't have my money? Why would you do that? So you believe that you deserve to have mine and yours. That's why I'm keeping this 2. And take this barbecue smack with you when you go.
Hot one. Hot, spicy.
Hot. Wow.
You know what, Kaya? I'm not going to lie. Now, I feel you. Because when I read this, all the old Gina came and I was just like, I'm holding the 5, bro. I'm holding the 5 because guess what? We're not even friends. You're not a real friend to me. This is not.
Why would you do that to me?
And like, even if you came back and be like, yeah, but that's money I'm saving up for a house. Okay, but then you living off of my money. You should have been saving 3,000 from before. And and I hear you, Farrah, being like, oh, okay, I'm gonna hold 3 and give you 2. If we were really friends, because my thing is, if I gave you 3, if I lent you 3 and you told me, oh, I'm gonna pay you back. If you don't come around to doing it and you tell me like, look, I thought I could, and I'm like, I've been on hard times. I'm gonna need you to break me off with a 25 on a regulars. But I'm also calculating all the interest on there too.
Right.
But I am still calculating interest on the 3,000. But it stays that way if you're consistently giving me a local things.
Yeah, just give me a couple hundred here and there. Just show me that you care. Show me that you're paying me back.
Show me that you care, that I'm in situation. So that, by the way, I wouldn't have been in like a financial crisis right now if I had that 3. And now I asked you for 1,000, you were only giving me 5. But I really do I appreciate what you said, Kai, where I'm going to hold the 3 and deal with my things. But I'm going to hold the 2 because I'm going to need you to come ask me for it. And I might see you in a year from now. And then I might give you 5.
The audacity, though, to be calling you and hounding you down for the bread, dude. The audacity, that person should have been shamed. Like,
I'm borrowing the next 2. I'm borrowing.
I'm gonna pay you back.
Because you telling me I'm gonna pay you this 5. You telling me what you gonna do. You should have went to the bank. Because you wouldn't be playing with the bank like this. No. But you came to me and you think I'm a sucker. Well, I'm gonna show you how I'm borrowing this 2.
Yeah, I'll get back to you.
I love you guys.
I'm gonna send you 5. Matter of fact, I'm gonna send you $500 right now. Hold on.
I'm gonna send you back the 500.
Gee, and when you do bank transfers like that, that's a willing thing. So you can't come and be like, oh, but no, you send me $5,000. Thank you.
Thank you.
I told you I was in a financial crisis. You sent me 5,000. What a good friend. Thanks, friend.
Ah, damn, yo. Okay, so I'm the nerd. I'm the nerd because I'm ready to get back all 25.
No, you know what? Because you know why? I'm gonna tell you something. You a really good person, and I realized that bad stuff got to be put into your mind. I know none of the things that you did when you were younger, you did on your own. They had to put that in your mind. You are innocent. No. That's an innocent child.
You know what?
It's bad, but they're not really bad. They don't even know what they're doing. They act like they're like, oh yeah, you know what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna do this, but they're not. They're not even that. They're not built like that. They're angels.
You know
like,
what?
Amen.
Whatever. I
Where's,
will let you guys run with
where's,
that narrative.
where's
But
the angel music in the background for me?
You know what? When the mama say, my son was influenced by people, if they say their son is a Virgo or their daughter is a Virgo, I know.
Thank
I know
you.
they're telling the
It's
truth.
true. I'm a victim, technically. I'm a victim. Thank
No,
you,
you
Kaya.
know why?
I'm
Because
gonna
they
let y'all
don't.
run with that narrative. I'm gonna let y'all
They
run
don't
with
even
that.
think
But
like that.
here's the thing. I'm a good person too, but one thing I recognize that I've been more selfless than I've been selfish in my life, and this is a moment where I'm like, ooh, this is my pay it forward to my selfishness, and it'll be 5 in my bag. I ain't gonna lie. It's time for trivia. It's time for my last little bit of thing. I know y'all missed it, and then we back.
I love it. I'm so happy.
It's trivia time. Trivia time. Are y'all ready? Ooh, I need
Yes.
paper and pen.
Gina don't know that the whole time we was on break, my brain was turning to mush. I was on. You laughing? I was making quizzes for people and doing trivia on OnlyFans and all kinds. I was like, y'all are dumb. Y'all
What?
just looking for booty. Y'all are dumb.
Oh, shit. I love it.
Trivia.
Smarten up yourself. All right. Are y'all ready?
Yes.
Okay. What is the term for a group of flamingos?
A gaggle? No. They're a crew. They're a crew.
They're not a crew.
Of flamingos, you said, right? Damn, it's something crazy. It's something like, anyways.
A flock?
It's a flamboyance.
A flamboyance.
Oh, wow.
I know that though.
Damn, I feel like I knew that too somewhere in here.
Because flamingos are flamboyant.
But it's interesting because, yes, and I didn't recognize that flamboyant comes from this derivative. What is the only planet that rotates on its side?
Saturn.
On its side.
It says Saturn. Pharaoh says
Pluto.
Hold on. Wait. Jupiter?
Uranus. I said
Uranus,
it. You're not supposed to say Uranus. It's supposed to be Uranus. But
okay. Oh, they just did this politically correct stuff in the last 10 years. We know it's Uranus. We know that.
Uranus.
We know that. You know, they're gonna try and change everybody's names. Mommy's is Moo and all that. And it's Uranus.
It's your butthole. Go ahead.
It's exactly.
Oh gosh. What is the world record for the longest hiccup spree? A, 68 years, B, 50 years, C, 82 years.
First of all, let's take a moment because that is really sad. Like you had hiccups for years at a time. I'm just gonna go at 50, hoping that it was like minimal years.
So Pharaoh says 50, Kaya 68, 50, or 82?
68.
It's 68 years.
Damn.
Kaya, you're on the board. Welcome.
68 years of hiccuping every day?
Is a hiccuping.
Every day?
Every other word you're hiccuping every day.
Was it a male or a female? Because that makes more sense to me. That would help it make sense to me.
I don't know. It didn't say that. That's not trivia.
You do know there's a trick to stop your hiccups. My wife showed me.
Oh, yeah?
Water?
Yeah. So, well, basically, you take water, you put it in a glass with a straw, block your ears, and drink the water. Yo.
Through your nose?
You're welcome. You just breathe normally. Just
block your ears.
Your ears. Drink the water from a straw. Hiccups gone. Yo, you're welcome, guys. You're welcome. Send any donation to the OS.
I thought you was gonna say drink from the cup like this.
Nope.
They say drink upside down. They say they drink from the cup upside down.
Wow, that seems like a setup.
You never seen that? You don't drink from it like this. You drink from this side like this.
Yeah, I've heard that, but it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
But, it doesn't make sense.
If you guys can see what
All right, question number 4. What is the official animal of Scotland?
Scotland?
Scotland.
It's Scotland? Porcupine. A porcupine.
Porcupine?
I'm gonna say a what is that thing?
It's a platypus. A platypus.
No, I don't know why I'm thinking it's like a warthog.
A warthog. It's a unicorn.
They don't. What?
Does it have to be real animals?
It's their official animal. It's a unicorn.
It's not even a real animal.
Sister, look at me, Lucky Charms.
That's Irish.
Because I was gonna say a leprechaun, but then I
Scottish,
thought like
Scottish and Irish. Scottish and Irish is not the same thing.
No,
they're
Whoa,
not.
Kaya,
It's
me
not.
and you
Oh,
need to do
well,
in life. 'Cause-
the white in my family comes from Sheffield, England, and they said she's Scottish.
okay.
I don't know. You know what?
Ireland and Scotland are two different places.
Guess what? May.
Okay. Question number 5.
May.
yes. I love
What
this part.
animal is known to laugh and has been proven to have a sense of humor?
Hyena. Oh, dolphins. Sorry, I'm gonna go with dolphins.
So, dolphins for Pharaoh. What would you say, Kaya?
Okay, so monkeys.
Monkeys. No, I'll give you a hint. It's a rodent.
Damn.
A bat. That's a marsupial. A rodent.
And it laughs and it has a sense of humor.
Is a rabbit a marsupial or is it a rodent or is it a mammal?
Damn it.
I don't know.
Rats.
I've never heard a rat laugh. You've heard a rat laugh?
Have I ever been around a rat? I've never been around a rat.
I've been around rats. I
I'm
live
gonna
in
find
New
the audio.
York,
If I
and
find
I
the
never
audio,
heard
guys,
a rat
I'm gonna
laugh.
insert it right now.
Or
Right.
maybe this is the laugh that they do. No, you know what? They do laugh because they go.
I hate you. Why is guys why did we stop to listen to Kaya making no sounds? Why?
No sound.
Damn. Kaya.
Okay, number 6.
Dying.
What fruit is known as the king of fruits and is banned in many hotels and public transportation in Southeast Asia due to
Durian.
the smell?
Durian.
So Kaya says durian.
Due to the smell?
Durian.
Yeah, it's banned in hotels and public transportation in South Asia due to the strong smell.
Noni.
Noni. Yeah, I was trying to remember the name of Noni the other day when I was talking to my dad. Because I'll give you guys the answer in a second. But I do remember when we went to Trinidad back in
Them times.
06 or something like that. And anyways, there was Noni in a bottle, and I smelled it. I was just like, "Why? How dare you? What is this? Why would you do this?"
Yeah. It smells so bad. It's
terrible.
But what does it taste like? Taste good?
I couldn't taste that.
Get past the smell to taste it.
Like I told you,
Because durian smell like garbage.
yeah, but the right answer is durian.
Damn, Kaya's just crushing it today. Shit.
Yeah.
I need book she'd be reading.
Kaya, 0 for Pharaoh.
I'm
What is
rusty. It's been months, guys. Okay, go.
what is the fear of clowns called?
Oh my God. And I know the
Okay.
name of it.
I feel like I know this too. Damn. Something with a phobia at the end of it.
I mean, that's what fear is. Phobia means fear, but yes,
You
it
know
does
what?
have phobia in it. Honestly,
You know
this is
what?
so difficult. It's
Laugh
difficult.
phobia.
Did you say laugh phobia?
Yeah.
Nah.
I'm just gonna put that on the board.
Nah,
Anyway.
and you know what? Because somebody I know that has this they actually have this.
Oh, well, I'll give you guys the answer. It's coulrophobia.
Who?
Yeah, coulrophobia.
Like
Coulrophobia.
COOL? Cool.
Well, coulrophobia.
Oh, coulro.
Phobia, right.
Coulrophobia. Second to last question. What animal's milk is pink?
Ooh.
Damn.
Ooh.
I said cows
Pigs.
before they process it.
Pigs.
Because it's probably unless I'm gonna digress on.
I'm
the
sorry, what
growth.
was
No.
that?
Okay, pink milk. First of all, do humans consume it?
No,
Humans don't consume this milk. And it's pink.
it's pink. Matter of fact, I don't even think you'd even want to get anywhere close to it to try to see if you can consume it.
Rhinoceros milk.
Kai,
I'm
is
gonna
that-
say some.
Elephant milk is pink.
So, Kai, are you saying elephant or rhino?
Man, I said all of them. Them my answers.
You
It's
can't
for
have multiple answers.
Yeah.
You can't.
You always got something to say, Pete.
No, I'm
Let
just
Gina
saying.
say it.
Okay,
What was
hippo.
your answer?
Cheater.
I'm
He over
saying
there.
hippo.
He asking the kids.
He said hippo.
I'm saying hippo.
Hippopotamus. It's a hippopotamus.
Yeah.
Hippopotamus has.
He asked the kids.
No, it's just in all honesty, because Kaya said rhino, and I'm like, I think hippos are stronger, and that was my thought process. It has nothing to do with the question, so that's how I got it. Thank you.
Yeah, it is a hippo, and hippos. For those who don't know, they are some of the scariest. Like they're just mean. They don't.
Yes, they are. They're
they don't
killers.
like other things. Like they don't want you human. Don't come and be like, oh, it's cute. Nah, bro. Don't.
Mhm.
Run a hippo.
They'll chase your truck and chomp your truck. They don't care.
Madagascar got us all messed up. Madagascar made you think hippos are like, hey, I'm a hippo. And if like they're super fast, they could swim. Like all
fast. First of all, so hippos don't even swim. It's just that they're running fast underwater, and that's how they stay in there. Are you kidding me? Have you ever tried to run underwater? Or are you kidding me?
Yeah, I seen that hippo really take advantage of some crocodile the other day. It was pretty I made it seem like I was there live, but I watched it online. I'm just saying, but it was like, yo, you guys move from me. Like, what do you like?
Yeah.
All right. Shout out to the hippos, and thank you for my point.
With them good corkscrew teeth.
So that's 2-1. What is the northmost capital city in the world? I will take the country that it's in, because I promise you won't get the name of the capital city. But give me the country.
Alaska?
Alaska's not a country.
South Pole. South Pole.
The South Pole is also not a country. It is a pole.
Gina, they're hitting us hard. Okay, hold on, wait. North, right there, Greenland.
You said Greenland. And first of all, Kai, you said South Pole, and I said it's the northmost capital. How do you know South Pole?
Because, Gina, we know that everything is wrong that they told us. It's not even a circle no more. So how are you going to say that it's...
Kaya, this is called trivia. It's not called conspiracy theories.
No, but I'm with Kaya on that. The world's upside down.
It's flat. And it's flat.
So everybody's wrong. It's Iceland. And it's called... Rick
I was about to say that.
No, it's too
I
late.
said Iceland.
No, you didn't.
No, you didn't. You said Greenland.
Yo, check the tape.
Greenland.
It might have sounded like Green because I slurred a little bit and I mumbled. Wow, check the tape.
Bro,
he still dropped from Trinidad.
When you say it, don't try me. On that note, congratulations, Kaya, for grabbing those 2 points.
Yeah.
You know what? That's very rude.
I'm coming back next week.
Cousin. Now you're acting like Pharaoh's cousin.
No, because now y'all upsetting me. I said northmost capital. You said South Pole. I said Iceland. You said Greenland, and you said Greenland. I grind, you grind, and sometimes we need to ungrind together. That's Ungrind My Gears with Gigi the Great.
I'm reading 3 books this week. I'm coming back for everybody. 3 books I'm taking in.
We would like to thank our special guests. And by special guests, I mean us. This episode is sponsored by the awesome people at CKUT, the OFC, Solo Drum, and the Caribbean Curry House. Do you have any shout-outs?
Well, I have more than shout-outs. Let me just check the time. So, Kaya, I'm Kanye West in 1 second. I'm going to need to just run a couple of quick things that I only got to touch on briefly in this show. So first, I have to say, within the OFC, guys, like I mentioned before, it's finance season. All right, guys, we have all kind of developments. I'll be sharing more in detail next week. But guys, this season's finance season. The third quarter of the year, it's relationship season. The last quarter of the year is going to be health season. Know that the OFC, we have a whole bunch of awesome things coming down. I want to shout out my team that's been holding it down. I want to shout out the community who's been holding it down. I am looking forward to just sharing all the awesome new developments with you guys that are coming down the pipeline, and the book club that we're launching this season, Rich Dad Poor Dad. So those who have not yet read it, we're doing the audiobook club again, so we want you guys to take part and join us. Yo, check us out, ofccommunity.com. That's it.
And I am a mess. Yes, I got shout outs. My shout out goes out to all of the people who woke up today and didn't want to do it, but is doing it anyways. This shout out goes out to you. I know that it's hard, but you can get through this, and I'm rooting for you. Do your thing.
I'd like to shout out my family. This weekend, when you hear this, the past weekend is a long weekend, and we doing stuff this weekend. You know, we're gonna do a little how you call it again?
Escape room.
I'm going to cabana asik. There's all kinds of things going on. So shout out to my family. We're about to do a lot of family time and just love life. Love and life.
Yo, and I can't. Sorry for coming back again, Kanye West out, but I did make a note on my paper and I forgot to bring it up. I lost one of my dogs over this season at Will. So R.I.P. Bella. Bella passed away in January. Like my children had to handle it because I was in Trinidad, so they did some growing up because they had to handle it while Daddy was away. But Bella was about 14, if I'm not mistaken, I think, when she passed. So she lived a lot of life, but I can't come back and not acknowledge Bella. But anyways, guys, just stay tuned. I'm looking forward to shouting out more things next week. We have an awesome guest that's going to be joining us. We're talking finance. We're talking what's going on in the community. So peace and love, everybody.
Kings and queens,
OFC Podcast Radio.
We are on live every Sunday from 7 to 9 p.m. and broadcasting Thursday mornings at 7 a.m. on CKUT 90.3 FM. Hopefully you got your dose of entertainment, enlightenment, and empowerment.
Drum roll, please. We are back. OFC Podcast Radio.
Stay blessed, black, and highly favored.